everybody. Welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. It's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. Gee, I had some things to say in the beginning, and I can't remember what they were now. Oh, yes. It was about the UAW. UAW workers from all the auto workers are threatening the strike if, their contract talks do not reach an agreement by the strike deadline. They've authorized a strike. And, we also know that the writers in Hollywood are looking at contracts, a potential contract right now. Trying to think if there's anything else. Probably not. We've had some horrible storms here in Michigan. 5 tornadoes now confirmed from the round of storms we've had the last couple of days. Oh my goodness. What a mess. A lot of flooding. All right, well, we have some moon action this week, so I'm using the Moonology Manifestation Oracle. Which I've been shuffling like crazy here. Well, it's the first quarter moon in Aquarius, and it's saying, trust the universe. Trust the universe. First quarter moon in Aquarius. It's time to release your grip on a situation. Passion is good, but too much can become manic. Sometimes we feel too much intensity around our dreams because we're scared they won't come true. But that's counterproductive. Live and let live a little. State your intention to the universe, then detach. Trust the universe and see what happens. The tighter your grip now, the more likely you are to lose out. This is doubly true if you've been jealous or had issues to do with sex or money. Avoid trying too hard to influence someone else. If you feel stuck or you're making someone else feel stuck, you need to tread carefully. Sometimes stuck people behave recklessly. The manifesting mindset. When this card comes up, there's a risk that you're being too rigid in your thinking, words, or actions. Loosen up, and you'll find it easier to overcome challenges you are facing. And, wait a minute here, let's see. Oh, this does not have a manifestation. Okay. Usually we have an affirmation, but there is none. So we'll leave it at that. Don't hold on too tightly to things. You got to let people, and especially people, in the workplace, you've got to give them room to make mistakes, learn from their mistakes, etc. If you micromanage things, you're bound to let things, slip through your fingers, go awry. So I think that's one of the main messages here is loosen your grip. All right. That's what I have for the collective. Let's take a look at the astrological outlook. These readings are good for the elemental signs of the Zodiac from August 27th through September 2nd. The moon is traveling from Capricorn on the 27th through Aries on September 2nd. Bravo for that. Hooray, Aries. Mars is entering the sign of Libra on August 27th. Uranus is joining the retrograde planets on August 28th. It will be going retrograde. And we have a full moon this week. The full moon is going to be in Pisces on August 30th. It's not only a full moon, it's the second full moon of the month, making it a blue moon. It's not just a blue moon, it's also a super moon, a super blue moon, which actually happens about once every 10 years. That's it. That's what we've got cooking astrologically. So let's move on to the signs, the elemental signs of the zodiac, the air signs, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Oh, you start off with a kind of negatory focus here. Interesting. It's the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is reversed. Things are rather unhappy. You are kind of glum, I feel, at the start of this week. Maybe you're feeling anxious about something you're expecting to happen in the week ahead, something coming down on you. Don't let, or maybe, you're letting things that have piled up get to you. Try to balance yourself, try to maintain your focus and not allow your emotions to get in the way of your work. How best can you prepare for that focus? Release yourself from something that may be troubling you or causing you difficulties. It's a devil reversed here. So I think the best way to prepare for that focus is to free yourself from whatever is troubling you. Maybe it's time for you to consider other options if certain financial investments aren't working out, if people you are working with are not, fun anymore. The workplace has gotten hostile. Maybe, you have to think of ways to liberate yourself from whatever it is that's bogging you down. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? We have the Emperor. The Emperor is upright. I feel like somebody above you, somebody maybe, a mentor or a boss, a manager, corporate executive. Somebody may have your back this week, Maybe if something is wrong in the workplace, you can approach them. Maybe if something is going wrong with the people who are managing your money, you can approach another advisor or wise, counselor to give you advice. The Emperor is here to help sort things out, I feel, for you in this week ahead. Ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the air signs? Hey, it's the Wheel of Fortune. Play your cards right, and you never know, air signs. It looks as though things might turn out okay for you at the end. There's luck, there's timing, there's fortune is on your side. So maybe if you are going to make a move to liberate yourself or make conditions better for yourself, this is saying the time is right, and you will benefit from doing so. So let's take a look at this again. Something has made you unhappy, disappointed. You're starting this week off in not a very happy state of mind. And the thing is, you really need to get your emotions under control so that you can do something about it. And what you might need to do about it is find ways to free yourself from whatever has been oppressing you. Whether it's a workplace that's just become toxic, whether it's just too much of a workload, whether it's, freeing yourself from investments that just have not been beneficial or going anywhere. It's time to make that break. It's time to liberate yourself from this. And, people around you, there's somebody out there that you can count on who has your back. Somebody who may be in a leadership position of some sort. So you might want to seek somebody out and have a sit down, and talk it all out. Because ultimately, it looks like good luck is with you. Luck is on your side. Timing is on your side. Maybe it's the right thing to do at the right time, air signs. Good luck with that. Hey, fire signs. Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. This reading is for you for the week ahead. And for me. Your focus for the week ahead, fire signs, is the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is upright. I'm liking that, fire signs. Victory. Maybe you're starting off after achieving a big win. Maybe this is already in the bag. You know that something is going to come through for you this week. Something that will put you ahead of the game. Also, this could be decision time. This could be time to make a really major, important decision this week, related to career, related to job, related to your finances. Also, maybe this has to do with some legal matter that's pending. Perhaps, a successful outcome, is coming out of a legal maneuver that you've taken on. How best can you prepare for this focus? Well, it's the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is upright. Best way, fire signs, to prepare for this focus is to focus on the Band-Aids here on this card. Focus on, patching up what's brought you sorrow, disappointment in your financial realm. This is a time to let go of the disappointments of the past and embrace the victories that is now upon you. Perhaps if this is a legal matter, for example, or if this victory involves you leaving something behind, there may be some sorrows attached. But it's time to really focus on the glory, the victory, and what you are about to achieve. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? Well, we got the Page of Pentacles reversed here. Well, I wonder if the sorrow has something to do with that in a way, too. That there is some bad news, or there might be some bad relations with others that may be causing some of the issues, that are making you sad. But there is a victory afoot here. This is the focus, how to achieve victory over a situation that maybe has been not productive. For example, maybe employees not putting out enough, or perhaps not enough customers, buying your product, and turning that around. Will there be forward or backward movement, or no movement at all for you? Well, fire signs, it's the King of Cups. King of Cups is upright. I would say you're turning that sadness here into happiness here. And so I think we're going to have to wrap it up to see how, but it looks like at the end, you find that sweet spot where everything seems to be making you feel a whole lot better. Whatever move you're going to make here, whatever victory you're going to achieve, is going to really balance things out. So let's take a look at this here. You're aiming to win something. Whether it's a legal battle, whether it's a win on investments, return on investments, whether it's some victory in your workplace, obtaining the job of your dreams, whatever the case may be, you're out to win. There is some sorrow attached to this, though. It's almost as if, maybe you're trying to achieve a victory out of something that has caused you much pain. It's like you want to turn this whole situation around. Others may be involved in this in some way. Whether you're just not attracting enough customers, whether people are just not putting out, or people have been leaving, your employ, and that's been causing you some grief, or there's just some bad news coming to you about, investments not working out, etc. But ultimately, by week's end, you straighten this out. You straighten this out and you feel a whole lot better about the direction you're going. So whatever the case may be, strive to win this week. Win over adversity. Win, and realize that, whatever bad thing comes your way, you should be able to turn this around and make a victory out of it and make yourself very self-satisfied. That's what I have for you, fire signs. Good luck with that. Hey, water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Your focus for the week ahead. Burdens, burdens, burdens. Always feeling overworked, are you, water signs? Well, help is out there. All you have to do is really want it, really ask for it and seek it. It looks as though, you're carrying a very heavy, oppressive load, or so you feel. And so it's time for you to figure out ways to lighten that load. And maybe you realize that now. And that's going to be your focus for the week ahead. How best can you prepare for that focus? Okay, well, it's the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles is reversed. I can tell you how not to prepare for that focus is to, be disorganized, to just be throwing things together. You've got to have a plan, you got to have strategy, and really you got to have some organization in order to lighten that load and burden. Of course, things will seem heavier if, you're just doing things mamby-pamby all the time. You got to figure out a better way and a better approach. What about people this week? Will there be cooperation or conflict? If you allow people to do it for you, people will be able to put some of your anxieties and stress at ease. It's a very positive thing here to count on others to be, supportive, especially if you have some doubts or fears or are overly stressed at this time. Take a deep breath. Let others help you. But ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the water signs? Well, it's a Chariot reverse, water signs. So, you're kind of stuck in place. Seems like things are not moving for you. These could be external circumstances that are causing it. Remember, Mercury is retrograde right now. That's the elephant in the room. I didn't mention in the astrological forecast, but that's still a happening thing. And so, it's just maybe things are not moving fast enough for you. But then again, with this King of Pentacles here, I've said you really need to pace yourself and slow down. So let's take a look at things here and see what's going on. All right, you're carrying and shouldering a lot of burdens, and maybe you don't have to. Others may be willing to help you. All you have to do is maybe seek out some help and support. Things will get lighter, if you do. How best you can prepare for that focus is to come up with better planning, better strategizing, having your ducks in a row and not being scattered. Definitely do give yourself the time and pace yourself to get things done in a calm, relaxed manner. Others want to help calm you too. They think maybe you have been under a lot of stress or anxiety with that Nine of Swords there. So they really want to see you. They want to help allay your fears, and doubts. And they want to let you know that they really are there for you, whether you realize it or not. And ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all? Well, it's going to be kind of you're kind of stuck by week's end. Maybe you're still working through this. Maybe, you need a little bit more of a nudge to get the support, or to accept the support that others want to offer you. And that's what we have for the water signs. Hey, good luck with that. Hey, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. This reading is for you for the week ahead. Let's see what's moving and shaking in your world. But not before I have my delayed water break. Okay. All right, let's see what's out there. Your focus for the week ahead is justice. Justice is upright. Could be some legal matters, decisions coming your way, that in your favor. It looks like things right themselves. If there have been some imbalances in your workplace, the water signs had a lot of stress and strain here. You seem to have a little bit more balance and stability. And so, this is a good place to be at the beginning of the week. Everything seems right, and just and fair in your world at the start of this week. How best can you prepare for that focus? It's the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands is up right here. Oh, so the best way to prepare for that focus is, hey, how about showing what you got? How about standing out there amongst the others to, obtain that job you want, obtain that loan you want, obtain the backing you want for a project or goal. Show people your talents, your skills, your abilities. Shine. Oh, but you know what happens when you shine too bright sometimes, Earth signs? The Five of Swords happens. Uh-oh. Will there be cooperation or conflict with others this week? Well, there could be some jealousy. There could be some bitterness at how easy you have it right now and how well people are looking at you favorably, people might be angry, people might be upset. They may feel like they're not getting the attention they deserve. These sometimes are battles you just can't win, and you shouldn't stoop to their level. You should stay on this higher ground you're at here, and make sure that you continue to be looked upon favorably. So ultimately, will there be forward or backward movement or no movement at all for the Earth signs? It's Page of Pentacles reversed. Well, it's like this great beginning this week kind of fumbles by week's end. It seems as though growth is delayed, progress is delayed. I don't think there's going to be a major loss here, but let's just say that, what you were hoping to accomplish and achieve by week's end is delayed. So let's take a look at this again. It still looked awfully positive up to a point here. Well, actually, half and half. Let's just say half and half. Because here you start off very well balanced this week. You win a major decision or battle. And maybe it's also that I'm thinking about it, or signs that maybe you have a major decision to make, and this is a time that could really make you stand out among others, for doing what's right. And, people, or just showing people what you got, your talents, your abilities, etc. However, where justice or this is concerned, there are winners and there are losers. Now, often the Five of Swords is about nobody wins. And that may be the case here for you too, because jealousy or conflict among people who maybe, you've scored a win off of, or you may have to make a tough decision about, will come back to haunt you a little bit. There'll be conflict, there'll be disagreements with others this week. That maybe are not going to be very pleasant. And ultimately, what it means is there's some setbacks, there's some delays, and some disappointments by week's end. Good luck with that. I can't really pick out a clear winner this week. Funny that. I'm sorry. But it looks as though, it's not going to be a really horrible week for anybody. I think we'll all just get by, and hopefully the next week will be better. I want to remind everybody to watch our shows. Watch our, or should I say, your Weird Week. Every Mondays at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Last week was pretty weird, so we're going to have to take a look at the cards and see what they say about arraignments in the Georgia case, mugshots being taken, Prigozhin's assassination, or accidental plane crash in Russia, and things like that had happened in the last week. We'll be recapping that and telling you what's maybe going to happen in the week ahead. On Wednesday at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is Mr. O's Goth Tarot. Check in with your shadow side. 8 a.m. every Wednesday morning. 7 a.m. Friday mornings. This is Emotional Exchanges, where you can find out about love, romance, and relationships in your life in the week ahead. Mr. O's got the news on that for you. And finally, Saturday, our happy hour is going to be delayed in...
Next week's happy hour will be at 10 a.m. It's the following week.
Oh, thank you for that. Next week's happy hour will be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I thought it was next week it would be delayed again, but it's not. So 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, come and get a positive message from Spirit. And of course, there's our live shows, Sundays 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and on Thursdays, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do join us. I hope you all have a prosperous, problem-free week ahead despite the cards, despite Mercury retrograde, all of that stuff. Take care, and I'll see you same time, same place next week. Have a great week ahead. Bye-bye.